Alright guys, we're back here on a different kind of video. I'm doing a mowing update of the mowing business. Cool Cats Lawn Care, been in business now for 3 years. I just started out and I bought everything brand new. A lot of stuff that I bought was like the most expensive stuff, like the most expensive blower. And I don't think I would do that again because that blower only lasted like 2 years. And it's just too heavy and too bulky. And I found out later I just prefer the battery operated, the handheld blower for most jobs. That would be good for like a cleanup job, the backpack one. But anyway, I've got my Spartan RV HD, and I bought that brand new 3 years ago at the dealership. They did a deal. I think I asked for like 500 off, and they said yes. So it was like around $5,000, brand new with a 3-year warranty. And this has been a great mower. The only thing that I've had problems with was, let me show you here. Only thing I had problems with was this control panel. So this used to have, it comes with like a keypad and you press in a code to start it. And that, it failed, and it was under warranty one time, so they replaced it for free. And then it failed again, and I decided to just upgrade to this keyed one, doesn't have all those electronics. So it's like a $300 upgrade right there to get the keyed one. So that hasn't given me any problems. The brake always seems to fail after a while, but they hooked that back up this time. I just got it back from the shop and they replaced the whole engine. I was on a job and in someone's backyard, and I could hear it getting clapped out, and so I rushed, got that mower out to the front and on the trailer before it died. And as soon as I got it up on the trailer, a bunch of oil just splurted out. So yeah, that's they covered that under the 3-year engine warranty, and that was great. It didn't cost me a nickel. So this is up and running again, really good. They fixed the linkage. The linkage was kind of bent, so that these steering rods were uneven, but they fixed that. So far, I just need to grease the casters. But this is really a great machine. It's been great for me, and I'm pretty sure I got my money's worth out of it, especially with that engine replacement. I went over to. I'm using the electric mowers for like getting into places where I can't get with the riding, and I have 3 batteries for it, and so far so good. I bought the most expensive push mower for like $1,200, and it failed, but luckily that was within the return period at Home Depot. Let's see what hold on a sec. Alright guys, I'm still rolling in the 04 Expedition. It's been good to me, and still runs good, does what it needs to do. Yeah, that was a good, idea for $4,000 or whatever to get a truck like this. Alright, so what I'm rolling with is I'm using a Ryobi hedge trimmer. It's like got one of these 40-volt batteries, and I ordered these Chinese ones, the cheapies, the knockoffs, and they work pretty good. So I was glad about that, and they're a heck of a lot cheaper. This is Harbor Freight, and I have like 3 batteries for this blower. This I have to get rid of because it doesn't work. I'm using the Lynx hedge trimmer, pull saw, and it uses these same yellow batteries. As far as this, I'm using the SRM 225, and these are, your standard. I don't think it's like 200 and something bucks, 250 or whatever. But when I started out, I was rolling with the like $600-700 ones, and then when they fail, it's like you out so much money, it's like not even worth it. So this is actually run really good. I need to replace this this carburetor unit here because the choke doesn't work, but it still starts up really good. And I'm also using the knockoff heads for this, which were from Amazon or eBay, and they're a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna get some more of these because these work just as good as actually better, I think, than the Echo brand ones. So I'll stick with those cheapies, and I'm just using the you know, this kind of trim line. Now everything's in here. I got my oil and you know, ropes and stuff. I keep my my rakes and everything in here, and it doesn't matter if it gets dirty, but yeah, that's how it looks in here. And you know, keeping it all in here is it's getting out of the rain. And I learned you don't want to keep these tools out in the rain. They rust a lot faster, especially this. There's screws on there that rust, and then you can't get it apart. So I might try to think about an electric trimmer, a really high-end one. But for now, I'm going to stick with this. It's been good. Okay, so I've got my gas with the 51 mix, and then I just my regular gasoline. These bottles they're starting to go bad. One already went bad. I had 2 of them. So I'm just gonna see if I can fit cheapies in there. I don't want to spend a lot on this. Sure cans. But one of the best things I bought was this spring-loaded gate, because that thing is heavy and you don't want to keep lifting it up and down and slamming it, and that thing just lifts right up with your foot. So that was one of the best things I bought. This rack, I don't even use it anymore. That was a waste of money. And this was for that the air blower that went bad. But that's it, guys. That's the Cool Cats Lawn Care update. You know, when my engine went bad, I went over to Facebook Marketplace and got one of these lawn tractors. It was $400, and the guy had put new tires on it and new blades, and it was running and, you know, in perfect working order for $400. So I bought it, and that got me through my jobs for like 2 or 3 weeks, or more maybe. Yeah, maybe like a month. And it's not as easy to maneuver, but you can get the job done with this. So like, you don't have to go out and buy the best stuff. You could just start off with something off Facebook Marketplace like this. Right now, the only thing that went wrong was this popped off. The deck is kind of rusted out, so I have to weld that back on or whatever. And then the pin came out of that linkage, and so I put a new cotter pin in there just now, and it needs an oil change, I guess, but that's all it needs. I'm going to keep it around as a backup mower and just park it in the back. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm using QuickBooks to do my taxes for my lawn service. You know, it really simplifies the accounting, but you do have to, you know, go in every time you mow lawn, manually enter the price, and, you know, that you invoice them, and then you gotta go here to create invoice, right? And then I select my customer, whoever that's going to be, and then I go down here. I'm doing a lawn service. It's going to be, you know, $70, right? And then I go down here and save that, and that creates that invoice. And then once they pay, I go over here to receive payments, and then I do the same thing, find that customer, how much payment they made, whether it was from, if it's a Zelle, I use eCheck. If it's a cash or credit card, we have that here. So then I you know, record the payment. Okay. And then once that's done, you see I have my chart of accounts. I have my bank account at the top. I've got, you know, different accounts receivables and, you know, whatever equity I have in here. So what I do, let's say I get that payment, I still got to go over here and then make a general journal entry. And then I got to take my bank account. And then if I received $70 from a customer, I put it in the debit, which is not what you'd think. You'd think it was a credit to the account, but no, it's recorded as a debit. And then I put the customer name, right? And then where did the money come from? It came from undeposited funds, right? And so that has to be 70. Oh shoot. Okay. All right, so that will once I do that, that'll increase my bank account by $70 on my chart of accounts, and that'll clear out. So there's really 3 steps every time I mow lawn that I have to do. Let's say I put gas in my truck, which I did today. So what I got to do is go over here and do another general journal entry, and I take it, well, see, since I didn't use my my normal bank account card to pay for the gas, I used my other credit card. I'm going to say the money came from undeposited funds, and since it was taken out of undeposited funds, it's a credit, which is opposite of what you think would be. So it was $43.23 for gas. All right, and then I got that. And then I put a thing, Wawa or whatever. All right, and then I go over here. And then I count that as an expense, fuel expense. So I take fuel expense, and then that transaction balances out from my fuel expense, and it came from undeposited funds. So I save and close that, and my bank account didn't change. I don't keep much in my bank account because I always take it and put it in my other account that I pay bills out of. So I leave about $40 in there usually just to cover service charges, and then and then at the end of the year I got my whole you know, cost and profit and loss sheet and all that stuff, and I can just easily do my taxes, and that's how it works with QuickBooks pretty much.